I'm going to be very real with you all. I've been on the tube for a few hours, so I'm not reapplying my makeup. Just not going to do it. Not for this. An interview with Keanu Reeves or Dave Grohl? Sure, I'll do my makeup properly. Talking about Colleen Ballinger again, who I'm going to call her Koba, because Colleen Hoover is Coho, right? Koba, bit like Cobra. Hi, welcome to my video. When I saw that Colleen had another video under the alter ego Miranda Sings, I sighed deeply and then got a copy of the diary. This book is called My Diary, spelled like diarrhea, and this one is published by Simon & Schuster, not Simon Schuster Children. But there's still no debate as to whether her books are for children or not, because of course they're for children. Her audience is children. What self-respecting, like proper full-grown adult is going to laugh at any of this rubbish? Not me. So, Miranda Sings is an incredible singer, dancer, actor, model, magician, etc. She already has a #1 New York Times best-selling book, 2 seasons of her own Netflix original series, and sold out many world tours. And I can't even write one single book. Oh God, this weirdo's literally better than me in all the ways that matter. My first photograph. This might be Bath, but I think it's my breath from singing so hard. This is a picture of her as a baby, obviously. I lived in my mum's Tookie before I was born, so I don't even want to know how he got inside to take this picture. So when I was first going through this, I thought Tookie meant butt. I don't know why. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, you, like shoved the camera up your mum's arse, sure. No, it's shock twist, like top 10 anime twists of all time. It's revealed in this book that Tookie in Koba's world means vagina. My first bed. Oh God, we have to start this. So this, I'm not going to show the actual image because I'd quite like this video to stay monetized. This is it's her baby pictures as her as a baby. And really, mum, taking pictures of me with no pants on? How am I supposed to sell my merch if I'm not wearing my red sweatpants 24/7? So this is a choice, and you can look up the actual version of what I'm talking about. There's a crease in the fabric of her clothes that kind of looks like a vulva, right? Now, if the baby's wearing a nappy, I'm not sure why the fabric would crease like that in the first place. You know, if there's something like underneath, how's it gonna crease to look like a vulva? I'm not sure. So there's two options here. Either it's a natural crease in the fabric and she left it in because she thinks, haha, funny baby vagina, ha. Or she photoshopped it in to look like a vulva. I don't know which one it is. I don't really want to know which one it is. Because I think, like, even if it was naturally creased that way, wouldn't you maybe blur it out? So weirdos don't get a copy of your book and, like, get off to... Do you know what I mean? It's an odd choice. Let's leave it at that. My favourite snack. She didn't mention my favourite snack now. I lick meat and cheese balls. That is hilarious. Top tier comedy. I've never heard anything funnier than meatballs in my life. My first poo. That's a good one. It's literally... Wow, maybe I am the target demographic for this after all. Why am I laughing at this? It's literally just a shit in a toilet. Which, okay, first of all, the decor of this toilet looks kind of old-fashioned, right? So I'm assuming, like, the mum took a picture. Who would take a picture of this in the first place and be like, that's one for the baby album, baby's first shit on the normal toilet? Who? Why? And then, okay, so your parent has taken a picture of your poo, because they're normal. Why would you then include it in a book? I can actually see some children finding this funny, but children find anything funny if you say things in like a funny voice. They're not like the hardest of critics to make laugh. So I'm not sure it's entirely appropriate to put in a book for kids. Just a shit in a toilet. Why? That is the eternal question. This snake was dumb. He wouldn't stay on my neck like a necklace, so I set him free by flushing him down the toilet. More A-star comedy, killing animals. I think there was quite a bit of like that in the previous book that I didn't really bother to mention because, well, I don't find that so fun. I don't like it. Should have mentioned it then because I didn't like it. Sometimes when I'm reading like this schlock, yeah, I just get this overwhelming, like, oh, I can't even be bothered to formulate a sentence because this is stupid. And that's how I felt doing the other one and subsequently doing this. So I've included this because she photoshops her own pictures to make the eyebrows more like, because that's kind of like the face she does, right? Like the stupid, that face. I've seen it too much in the past week and it's annoying me. So she's photoshopped these pictures of herself. So I kind of thought, well, maybe she did photoshop the crease onto the baby picture before, because she's been photoshopping all of these pictures and messing around and stuff like that. So if she's already been messing around with some pictures, it's not out of the realm of possibility that in her warped mind, she would think, do you know what'd be really funny? If I photoshop something onto my baby picture to make it look like my genitals are out on display. That'll be A-star comedy. My sweet Miranda, today we need to work on something called manners. Please finish each sentence with something kind. For example, may I please have a hug? Please stop talking. Thank you for literally nothing. I'm sorry you're so annoying. I love me. Oh no, this might as well have just been written by me. Uncle Jim is a great photographer. That dumb doll was annoying though. I want fish sticks. The uncle is back. The uncle's back, but there isn't as much obvious in-your-face nonsense as there was in the first one. Miranda is choking a cat. What is it with you and hurting animals, bro? I didn't know this until I watched Rachel Oates' first video on the first book the other day about Miranda telling that story about how she got her dog put down because she abused her dog. So I despise everything about her now. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of very recently, this Australian influencer revealed on her podcast that she killed her cats by swinging them around when she was 9 years old. And then she was all like shocked Pikachu face when she got dropped by several brands for revealing this on a podcast. And it's this weird phenomena with podcasts, yeah, where if you put a microphone in front of someone, usually toxic men, they will just keep talking and talking and talking, just revealing all these secrets. And I think it's part narcissism, part believing that you're so fucking interesting, people would want to hear about the time you killed. That is something people should hear about so they know to stay away from you. But like some people will really be like, oh, I went to the shops and ate a sandwich. And it won't be interesting. But they are so narcissistic, they believe that everything they say is gold. The Made in Chelsea lot. There's like this reality TV to shit podcast pipeline, rich me calling people other people's podcast shit. My podcast ain't amazing. I'm aware of that. Because reality TV stars get their bums licked 24/7 by just like their teams, people around them. So they would think that everything they say is so interesting because they're on reality TV. But most of them, like you listen to their crap. Anyway, this Miranda choking a cat and then her revealing that she got her dog put down on purpose because she was abusing it and the dog bit her, rightfully so, because she was abusing the dog. And then she was laughing about it. It makes me feel like, how are you people so comfortable with the internet that you're just going to say this stuff? Because I like animals, don't eat them for starters. If I'd done something like that to an animal, you wouldn't be able to fucking waterboard it out of me. You just wouldn't. And yet these people are just willingly giving that stuff away. Like, oh, teehee, one time I shot an endangered bear in the face. What is going on? I despise all of these people. I hate them. Just be normal. Is it so hard to be normal? Anyway, yeah, all of her hurting animal jokes really aged poorly considering she actually did get her dog killed. So, do one, Cobra. Mummy and Miranda equals lots of love. You're a pervert. You're right. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I love you. That is rich, innit? Also, how come my sister... So, peak comedy in this book is spelling come, C-O-M-E, the other way. The naughty way, in a book for children. Dear Diary, I found a dead bird today. I took its feathers to play with. It was fun. Again, a lot of fixation on dead animals or killing animals in Miranda's book, which, even without the aforementioned dog killing incident, I would find this interesting to note regardless, because I never liked it in films when I was younger, when hurting animals was like the butt of a joke. You know, maybe a cat's going crazy and then they like swing the cat and like... There were a lot of films like that, right? Where animals were getting hurt and I never found it funny. I never liked it. So I'm a bit sensitive to it. Maybe because I'm not a tiny sociopath. Maybe because I was always secretly inside a level 100 vegan. Who knows? But I just find it distasteful. Anyway, that boy with the popsicles come over to my house. Hilarious. Dear Diary, today is a great day. I decided I'm going to drop out of homeschool and focus on my modelling career. I'm so excited. My uncle said the first step is to make myself look like a model. So he put lots of pretty lipstick on me, just like models do, and gave me a fancy fur coat. Interesting. Miranda takes modelling pictures. I call this pose clenching it in. Clenching what? What are you talking about? Go away. Wednesday youth group. Hey teens, you know what's cooler than doing drugs? Our Heavenly Father. Come get addicted to your new best friend. Jesus is dope. Jesus could turn water into wine, so Jesus is definitely part of the problem. Also, P.S. This book makes me want to be on drugs again. So it was more fun than this shit. Review by Alizee. Do you know what make this book better? Drugs. I told Mum and Uncle Jim that you didn't make me famous yet. Mum said, have patience, but she knows nothing. Uncle Jim was shocked. He said, you blessed me with so many talents that you obviously want me to be famous. Why hasn't it happened yet? So she's writing to God. Uncle Jim is going to be my manager. Now for sure I'm going to get famous. So yeah, the uncle is still prevalent in a lot of this, but there's no weird pedo jokes. So what happened? Did she get told off for doing it? Did she get a bit of backlash from the parents? I don't know. I'm not a parent. I weren't there. Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. I said a bad word on accident. I hired my BFF Patrick to be my assistant, but then realised there's a bad word in his job title. I was tricked into saying it. Forgive me. It turns out there's a lot of words that trick people to cuss, so I changed the names to help people stop sinning. So, assistant, fanny assistant, which that's funny because in England, fanny means pussy. Poopsu instead of shih tzu, grabooty instead of grass, but that sounds worse because that's like grabbing a booty. You're an idiot. Boobitanic, poop tacky mushroom, tookie cat instead of pussycat. This is when I realised tookie must mean vagina. I think she mentioned a lot of tookie stuff in the last book, and you know, as if I'm going to go back through my own video to get examples. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of her. The worst thing I find about this book is that it's so painfully unfunny. And I know I'm not the target demographic. Actually, no, I want to contest that because I grew up watching The Simpsons, as you all are very aware by the constant references that come out of my mouth. I still find the same things funny on The Simpsons that I did as a child, but as an adult now. I really don't think that my sense of humour has matured that much. Like, it's very big and bold of me to call other people unfunny, considering the stuff I laugh at is stupid. What was I laughing at earlier that was stupid? I was listening to a Vapor Trap song. Very normal genre. And you know the THX thing, where it's like the rising sound? They put that in the song, and I was laughing like out loud about that because I think the THX rising sound thing is really funny. I'm smiling just thinking of it. Hear me out. It's because like, I'm going to put it in this video and hope it's not a copyrighted sound. Why is that a form of advertising? Like, who sat there and thought, yes, let's... What is the noise it's making? What is it? What's going on? I find it funny. I'm stupid, right? So I should actually be the perfect demographic for this book because I have like the mental age as a child, I think. But it's not funny. I don't find it funny. Therefore, Miranda, your book is objectively unfunny because I said so. Now it's time for Miranda's teenage years. Dear Diary, age 13, this is the worst day of my life. I almost died. I was so upset, blah, blah, blah. My tummy was hurting and it was because I added too much ketchup to Mum's cheeseball tuna casserole, so I went to the bathroom to get it out. All of a sudden, there was blood in the potty. I started screaming, I've been shot. My mum came in and said it's just a period, and she got hers when she was 13 too. She did this to me. She gave me this disease. I will never forgive her for this. My tummy hurts. My diaper itches. I'm running away from home. Bye. You're stupid. This is stupid. Roses are red. Violets are blue. I hate everyone. Me. I've also noticed, so she's been writing her diary entries to God. Do you reckon in It Ends With Us, that's where Coho got the idea to write the diary entries as to Ellen, letters to Ellen DeGeneres? Do you reckon Coho is a fan of Cobra? The almonds are activating. There's so much mention of religion in these books. The diary entries to God, praying to God, going to church. Colleen Ballinger. I did some extra research and I know she's never come out and said what her religious status is, and she doesn't really need to, or does she? No, she doesn't. But why are you clearly a Christian or like one of the subsects of Christianity, but then doing weird shit with kids on stage, huh? Christianity doesn't need any more negative press. The Vatican do enough of that. So she talks about holding hands with a boy during prayer and becomes obsessed with this boy. Also, my hand was pretty wet, so he probably really loved that and didn't want to lust over me. This is where, like, imagine there's a mind map behind me and I'm like putting together the dot, like my mockumentary. Go check out my mockumentary. Into the Breach, the Full Breach Files. Lust. And she mentioned lust in the other books. And lust is one of the deadly sins. This is my fan theory. And some of you might say she's satirizing Christian youth. But is she really? Because she clearly can't do satire that well. No offense. It's full offense. I watched a few Miranda videos and then I watched some Colleen ones, and I get the impression that Miranda is who Colleen would want to be if she could get away with being that rude all of the time. I don't think Miranda Sings is some type of genius satirical character. I think it's based upon Colleen's mean side and past experiences. So I think all of the mention of religion is based upon her own memories, which doesn't mean I think that she's trying to influence kids into being Christians. I don't know my point with any of that. I think my point is just she's a Christian. I'm sorry, I wasted all of your time then. That was so fucking pointless. That was as pointless as this book. Don't want them to lust over me. Get this, he's also my sugar daddy. He gave me dollar signs. They passed around a donate plate at church. He put $5 in it and handed me the plate and smiled. I'm not dumb, I know what that means, so I took the $5. I don't think kids should be aware of the concept of sugar daddies just yet, mate. Dear Diary, my relationship with Michael is going really good. Every day this week I went to his house when he was at school to get to know him better. I've learned that he likes the Spice Girls, Cheetos, and the Oregon Trail, maybe? Oregon Trail? I shouldn't even know that. I got on his computer yesterday and tried to win it for him as a surprise, but accidentally died of dysentery. I literally no idea what's going on other than she's stalking a boy. He must know I'm coming every day. Not a coincidence, is it? Anyway, I just want to say, even though I'm hotter and more famous than you, I think this can work, even though I'm way out of your league. I just don't think it's a character that much. I just don't. Okay, so Michael is playing hard to get and it's really annoying. I get that this is just his way of flirting, but it's going to be hard for our relationship to grow if he keeps running away from me. We don't really like boys making these types of jokes anymore, so is it okay for a woman to also make these types of jokes? I don't know. I mean, I think you can joke about probably almost anything as long as you're smart about it, and this book isn't smart because it's not highbrow. And at this point I was just getting really bored of this book. So here's Miranda in London, in the West End. Somehow I end up on stage with a cast of naked boys singing. It was traumatizing. I spent the whole show trying to cover up their privates. If anyone ever saw this, it would ruin my career. Porn. Hilarious. Kids shouldn't know the word porn yet. Gotta go. Uncle Jim is clipping his toenails and I like to watch. I am so proud of myself for not finding shit like that funny when I was 9 years old. Not for me. I'm so titted off. What? Anus. You remind me of me. I know that looks like a nice comment, but don't let it fool you. It's from anus. I remind you of anus? That's not even the best part of the butt. Rude. What the heck? I don't know why everyone in this industry looks down on YouTubers. Oh yeah, because I've got a few ideas why. Found a nice spot on the ground by a trash can to eat my stale airport sandwich, and an angry lady in a beanie came up to me and told me I was destroying my tookie by sitting on the cement. She said there are chemicals in the cement that go up inside of girls and ruin their insides. She yelled at me for 15 minutes about it. Now I'm no scientist, but that sounds like a recipe to make a robot. So I thanked her for the tip and sat there for 4 more hours hoping for the best. Okay. After that, I got an itch on the bottom of my foot. After I put on my shoes, I wiggled my foot really hard inside the shoe to get the itch, but it didn't satisfy me at all. So as you can see, I'm way too stressed to make a video. What is it with everyone on this platform who is also gross? Always thinking, I want to hear about their little floor grippers. Leave me alone. Something weird happened. A guy named Jerry called me and asked me to get a coffee with him. I never heard of him before, but someone told me he was a comedian. I thought I'd try to help him get famous because I love charity work. We drove around, it's Jerry Seinfeld. And I'd like to say that, you know, this is a low point in Jerry Seinfeld's life, but he did date a 17-year-old when he was pushing 40. Murfander, put that child down. He doesn't know where you've been. My Murfanders love to give me presents. Here are some of my favourites. A sign for my door that is a cat saying, come in. Fun handcuffs. Dear Miranda, I'm your number one fan. You're the most talented, beautiful, perfect, amazing, incredible, inspiring person in the whole world, and I will never stop supporting you. Love you. Love your number one fan, Uncle Jim. I've had enough of this book. I've had enough. So this is the fan art section, and here you can see that. Why is this in the book? Why is this in a book for little kids? Stop it. Is this a front or a butt or a worm? I don't know if this fan art is real because it says Molly age 6. I don't know if it's real. All I do know is that no one wants to see your camel toe mate, whether in pictures, whether photoshopped, or whether drawn. No one wants to see it. No one's asked. Angela, age 11. Why do my lips look like a... Never mind. Trigger warning. James Charles. Yep, that's him. I almost died, probably. The doctor said I just had dehydration, but I told him that would be impossible because I'm a virgin. Virgins don't get genital diseases. It's a fact. Wholly inappropriate, Batman. Anyway, after the show, I checked my phone. I had a text from Lily Singh. Oh God. Not her. It said, congrats, you won. I thought she meant just winning at life, so I was like, thanks. But then I found out I won a Teen Choice Award. But her content ain't for kids or teens, is it? No, it's clearly for adults. Adults love this type of shit. Do you know what? I'm going to concede something, actually. There is a type of adult who would enjoy this humour, right? Those Facebook mums who like the memes of the Minions, they would like this. But like collectively, all 2 billion of those Facebook mums have like one brain cell between them all. So tonight was the premiere of the Netflix show. That dumb Colleen girl showed up looking like a total skank. I could see her entire chesticle. She looked like a skin-coloured sausage link. It's just annoying. This book is annoying. Go away. So this was for her show that she had with Netflix. And as you can see, they designed a costume for her where she dressed in a taco. And the taco says, lick my taco. Because, you know, haha, tacos look like vaginas. Haha. Not suitable for 8-year-olds, is it? Gabby, enemy, ha! I've done a lot of thinking lately and it's exhausting, but I also realised something. When I first started out on YouTube, no one respected YouTubers, no one would take us seriously. But the whole internet community knew that if we just worked hard, stayed patient, and found success, one day we would be respected. One day we would be taken seriously. One day we would get the recognition we deserve. Well, Diarrhe, I've been on YouTube for 10-ish years, and the day is finally here, where I realise it's never going to happen. It's 2018, the only YouTubers in the news are rich young white boys doing really bad, immature stuff. They are making the rest of us look bad. Yeah, fast forward 5 years and now you're making all of us look bad. So Diarrhe, as you can see, I have some pretty amazing plans and my career is about to explode. Oh, and guess what? I don't have haters anymore. I realised that the people saying mean and rude things about me aren't haters at all. They're actually super fans. Think about it. They watch all my videos, they always comment, they always tweet me, they know everything about me, and they're totally obsessed with me. That's a fan. So to all those haters who keep saying give up or get off YouTube or go away, no one likes you, don't worry. I would never stop working hard and being famous because I know you would miss me the most. So I guess in the end, Colleen has won because we have all become super fans of her by our own definition. Main takeaways of this book. This book was so boring, I almost died several times. Death would have been preferable. Definitely way more toned down than the first one. So I do wonder if the publishers maybe had a word. Not sure. But still, stupid. And that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe. Remember to follow me on Instagram. Remember to follow my podcast channel because I did a podcast the other day with a journalist about drugs and it was great, if I do say so myself. It was good. It was good because it was very conversational because we were chatting about like one of my favourite subjects, let's be real. I need to go because I'm getting angry phone calls. Bye.